Hi, I'm Tanisha and you're watching this video with justtutors.com. Today we are going to learn about statistics. And in this video, we'll be learning about an introduction to statistics. Then we'll be learning about data and its types, that is primary data, secondary data and raw data. And then we'll be revising the frequency distribution of continuous class and discrete class as well. So before we move on to the topic, let us try some warm-up questions first. But if you want to try the questions by yourself, you can pause the video and match your answers later. Question number 1 says, a dice was thrown 12 times and the outcomes were recorded as the following. And we need to answer that which number has the highest occurrence. So we can work out that number 6 has appeared most of the times. And then for the B part, we need to say that which number has the lowest occurrence, that is number 4, because it has appeared only once. Now let's come to question number 2 that says, read the following table and answer that how many children chose pear. We need to look at the key that says each fruit represents 2 children, and we need to look at the table that says it has 7 fruits in it. That means 7 times 2, that is 14 children chose pear. So this is the answer for this question. Pat your back if you've got both the answers absolutely correct. Well done. Now let's move on to the topic, and we'll be starting by having an introduction on statistics. So it is the study of collection, analysis, interpretation, organization and presentation of data, where data collection may involve different methods like sampling, experimental and observational studies, and sometimes even new experiments also. So, if we talk about data analysis, that can be understood as sorting of data, where interpretation means reading the data and fetching out some meaningful information from it. And organization of data means getting it ready to be represented, and presentation of data means that you'll be presenting the final data. That can be done in the form of a bar graph or in the pie chart as shown in the question. Now let's move to the next slide, and we'll be learning about the statistics and data. So we've got different types of data. That is, the first one is raw data. It is a numeric measurement describing some characteristics of a sample. That can be the heights of the students of a class or number of members in each house of a society. And we need to remember that raw data is same as that of the primary data. And the next type is secondary data. So it is the data that has already been collected and is readily available from other sources. Such data is cheaper and more quickly obtainable than the primary one, and also may be available when primary data cannot be obtained at all. For example, the number of iPhone users in a city. Now let's move to the next slide, and here we'll be revising the knowledge of frequency distribution. We've got two tables here. The first one shows us the ungrouped frequency, whereas the other one is the grouped frequency distribution table. So in this one we can see that it is showing us the specific values, like one child has got 10 marks in the exam, and then another child has got 20, where 3 children have got 36, 4 children have got 40, 2 have got 50, another 4 have got 56. So this is how an ungrouped frequency distribution table look like. Whereas on the other hand, if we talk about a grouped frequency, it says that there are 3 children whose marks lie between 11 to 15. Likewise, 4 are between 16 to 20, another 4 are between 21 to 25, another 6 are between 26 to 30, 7 are between 31 to 35, and 6 are between 36 to 40. So how can we understand the exact difference between these two classes? Well, if we talk about the discrete class, it is a listing made by pairing up each data value with the number of times that the data value occurs, whereas the continuous data is sorted and separated into groups known as classes. So we can understand that with the help of examples here, where the number of pages in a book can be a discrete variable, like your English book may have 219 pages, whereas maths book may have 345 pages, and so on. And for the continuous class, we can understand it with the help of a temperature. Let's say we are watching the temperature of a month, and then of course we can sort it out in a particular range. So this is how we can get a difference between these two. Now we've got 2 practice questions for you, so you can pause the video and try both the questions by yourself, but do not forget to match your answer right here. Thank you for watching the video. For more, please log on to justtutors.com.